Yes,
First person that calls, congratulations, you're the 69th caller.
Now that we told you where the shop is, do you want to guess on somebody's net worth?
Yeah.
That's the dream, dude. Is this good? Is this an angle?
Do you have the robot game?
I'm gonna be over here. I don't actually. I don't know where the hell it is.
Well, it's the greatest board game we ever played.
We've got the siren. We got animal on animal.
Testing 1, 2, 3. We could play some animal upon
That
animal.
would be real good listening content.
Wow, I would bust out the GoPro and just do like close-ups.
No, we should just take one move each week.
Anyway, that's okay. I have a simulacrum of.
I was really one of the cards was Solemn Simulacrum.
That would cost money, which I'm not.
Yes, but
interested
he
in.
is a robot.
He is the Pepsi man.
Beepus, you mean?
The Beepus man. Ladies, gentlemen, other beings, welcome to Yank Talk. I'm not cutting any of the stuff we were talking about before this, but we're back doing the shop show. We're talking about shop things and also play games, do that kind of stuff. How y'all doing?
Good, man. Yeah.
good.
Shop news. We ain't got none.
Mm-hmm.
Same old, y'all.
Yep.
Magic the Gathering Arena tournaments where you win real Magic cards and promo packs every Friday at 7. Facebook / the Endgames VA for more information.
Now featuring Magic Event Link.
Yes, download the companion app. It does the pairings. There's no longer a ridiculously circuitous patchwork system of my own design. It is in fact handled on your phone, which is pretty cool.
Yes, very convenient. They've been working on that for a long time. So I'm glad it's still finally being implemented.
What am I gonna do with all this word knowledge?
Just evacuate it.
.exe.
Flush.
We're gonna use it for when we create the Museum of Magic the Gathering.
This is the word.
Yeah,
.exe
that'll be one of our
program.
traveling exhibit wings.
It's just
The Wizards Event Reporter.
It's an interactive exhibit where
Yeah.
you try to figure out how
It's
to
called-
use
It just crashes constantly.
It's called Wizards Event Reporter: A View into History.
And it's like we pretend to be customers, and you have to try and figure out how to use Word while we're like,
Hey, you
did
didn't
pairings
register
wrong."
me.
Uh,
Hey, somebody reported wrong last. All right, stop the tournament. Everybody,
I'm
hold
sorry,
on.
we're still waiting on table 16.
Yeah. So what else is new? I guess talking about Magic, it's spoiler season.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
the new
yeah.
set, was it Commander
baby.
Legends?
Yep.
Is that one?
Indeed,
I believe that's what it's called.
with some incredibly insane cards that Brian does not know about.
Yeah,
Correct.
so we're
I
gonna,
don't pay attention
we're
to
gonna test
spoilers.
his magic
We've
knowledge a little.
devised the game at Brian's expense, which
Yes.
is we're going to read off some Magic cards. 2 of them are real, 1 of them is fake, and Brian has to figure out which one's the fake one. Do
All right, let's go.
you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go first. So I did Creatures with Flash.
Okay.
So the first one is
Wait, how many are you giving me?
3.
Oh, it's okay.
So of the 3, you have to pick which one is the fake
All right,
card,
all right.
not a real card. All right, 4 and 2 blue. It's Flash.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Cascade. It's got when it enters the battlefield, it enters the battlefield as a copy of any permanent card put onto the battlefield this turn,
Okay.
and it's a 3/1.
Okay.
The second one is 2 and a blue.
Wait, so copies any creature that enter the
No,
battlefield
any
this turn?
permanent.
Any permanent that enter the battlefield this turn?
Yes,
So it can't clone things that are already out there.
correct.
Okay.
But it does have Flash, so you can't play it on your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be something you own.
Does Cascade... So if you cascade in the card that you're cascading into doesn't have Flash, you can't cast it then? Because it would be sorcery speed or something like that on somebody else's turn? Like,
I don't know. I didn't
That
think
work.
that all the way through. So
I'm gonna count that one as fake, but we'll see.
Sus.
2 and a blue, Flash. If an opponent would draw a card except for the first card they would draw in their draw step, instead you create that many treasure tokens.
Okay.
And he's a 3/2.
Okay.
He's like Notion Thief for treasure tokens. The last one is 3 and 2 blue for a Flash flying. When this creature deals damage to an opponent, exchange your graveyard and your library, then shuffle your library. He's a 5/6.
I'm gonna stick with. So one of these is fake, or 2 of them are fake.
One of these is fake. 2 of them are real.
I think the second and the third one are real.
Well, you, my friend, would be wrong.
Okay.
The first one is Sakashima's student or something.
Sakashima's what's it?
Yeah. It cascades with Flash, and then it turns into anything that ended the battlefield this turn.
That's sweet. It must be, yeah. I guess if you're cascading, it's at a triggered effect, so you can probably just cast whatever.
Yeah. And the other one is the treasure token guy is real.
That seems, yeah, that one
Yeah.
seemed pretty fair. Yeah, like they already have Notion Thief. Making treasure tokens is worse than Notion Thief.
Yes, because you're not just straight drawing cards.
Yeah. Flashback to Court Call, you're trying to brainstorm with me having a Notion Thief, and he had no lands in hand, and he was digging. Sorry, Hammy.
Oh, no, wait, man. Flashback
two
to Sam
back.
Fogg busting out a Winds of Change, and then in response to his own Winds of Change, Notion Thief.
Ooh.
Discard our hands, and then what?
How many you get?
Yeah. I say what?
Unfortunate.
Gross.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, so the first one I got is a 0 mana artifact.
Okay.
You can tap it for 3 mana of any one color, sacrifice it. And you can only spend that mana on your commander.
Yep.
Okay.
That one's real.
The second one is Dinosaur. It's a 6/5 for 7 with Reach, Trample, and Cascade.
Okay.
And the last one is Lightning Bolt, but it has No, not Lightning Bolt, sorry.
Like-
Lava Axe, but it has Cascade.
Lava Axe. 5 mana sorcery.
5
deal
damage
5
to any
damage.
target, sorcery, Cascade.
That would make that
I think the
card.
Dino's fake.
The dino is real!
All right, so the
Lava
lava axe is fake.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
I
would
was like,
make
it's
that card
between those
playable.
two. I was like, the lava axe. That one seemed super fair. I figured they'd print it, especially if they got
Yeah.
Cascade over here. I tried to play off
They
that.
printed everything else with Cascade.
Cascade
I was
is in
like,
the set.
Why
Okay,
not?
that's why
Yeah.
I feel. That's why I kind of just played off the
I
Cascade
was kind of
keyword.
tempted to just do all Cascade. Like, there's a dino with 4 Cascades, there's a dino with 1 Cascade,
Yeah.
and then there's a Lava Axe with the Cascade.
There's a 7 mana artifact with Cascade and an ability where you can pay 1 second artifact and bounce it to your hand.
Gross.
Yeah.
I mean, that's Spine of Ishsaw Cascade, right?
Well,
of
you
Ishsaw
have to
is-
sack an artifact. It's not. It doesn't blow up an artifact.
Just sack your Spine of Ishsaw. Fuck yeah.
Yes, you could sack your son. So. And
I
then
know
you
the
could
but that
cascade
Lotus
into
is
it.
real. I know the Lotus is real because I saw people.
Yeah, no, I
getting
don't know
all-
why you picked such a noted card.
People got mad about that one
It
online.
worked, though. Because
I don't think it's that
here's
bad.
what's up. He marked off the Lotus right away, and then it was down to like 2 cards that I made both very ambiguous and
Yeah,
weird.
fair enough.
And it was like a
I mean, we
50-50
both
shot.
won, so I don't know like why I'm giving you crap about
It
it.
was big brain.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Welcome to Yang Talk.
I mean, it is Yang
It
Talk.
was the bait and switch. The Jeweled Lotus was just the.
Yeah, that one seems
The
pretty
lure.
fair.
Yeah.
Everybody was like real kind of over the top about it. It's just broken. It's like it's not an auto include.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
imagine
gonna put
getting
it in an Emery deck
It's
for
gonna.
sure.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's not like over the top broken for every deck. Of course, the Commander EDH players and the super competitive people will find ways to abuse it. They do that with every card, so who cares?
You play
Just
it-
don't play with those guys.
You play it in a deck with Hive Mind and the guy who makes everybody
Yeah.
take mana burn.
All right, so here's. Oh, man,
I
that
do like the
card is
mana
so
burn.
good. But he's not. Never mind.
I have heard about that one.
It's a sweet where you keep looping your Jeweled Lotus and sacking it for 3 mana, and then you pass turn and everybody dies.
My favorite was when they spoiled the 0 mana Kobold guy, and then the immediate response from our community, Ryan Green, was just like, Cloudstone Curio, Kobold's a care keep, Aether Flux Reservoir, infinite combo, 4 cards.
How
It's
fast
just
can I-
like,
It is certainly the most interactable combo of all time.
it's a 3-card combo with a commander.
Just sit- on
3
any
or 4 card
artifact
combos.
destruction.
Yeah, 4 card combos are rough.
Go ahead. Okay, next one resolves. Resolves.
There's this card called Crosand Grip that you can get at probably the end games. We have some in stock. I would invest in.
I miss the days when everybody ran Crows and Grip.
Or
Just like you're in
Disenchant.
green, you just run that card because it
Yeah,
stops so many
straight up.
shenanigans. Now everybody stops playing. Everybody now seems to be just like kill everybody faster instead of like having a game of interaction. It's like how
Yeah.
fast can I combo?
Yeah, but
Or
that's
just-
like the conversation we were having about football, like how it's just like adapting over time. It'll come back around to where games are much more interactive.
the
Eventually.
difference between that and football would be that football is for money and like a job, as where Commander is for fun generally.
Yes,
and
I'm
you're
just
like
saying
an
it's like
entertainment purposes. Like,
the meta changes over time.
But if I
it'll
can't
come
win a
back around.
commander, my entire identity I've constructed about it is meaningless. No, that's too real. Cut that.
So, to be fair, some of us derive our only self value from our commander decks.
Don't do that. Also,
late.
buy a
you ain't first, you're last.
Also,
If you ain't first, you're second.
if you care about that sort of thing, get a K grip for your deck. You goddamn Slivers players.
I have a foil one.
Run some fucking removal. You're in 5 colors. Why not?
Your slivers should also have removal on them.
Yeah, harmonic
There's
sliver.
a Vindicate.
I guess I'll just
Sliver.
make a sliver targeting your Aether Flux
Is it
Reservoir.
Necrotic Sliver, the black white Vindicate
Yeah.
Sliver. Yeah, like things can happen.
It's killing me, dude.
I'm sure there's
All right.
like a disenchant sliver.
Every
Magic
time
the
I
Gathering.
play with Sliver players, it's always just like they try to combo out and they die, and then somebody else combos out and they don't have any interaction. And then they lose. It's
Yeah.
just like play more.
Have a little
spells.
restraint. You don't have to go all
That's why
in
my current deck
all
is
the
tribal
time.
kill spells.
Yeah,
The most interactive of Magic.
I just
Is
play
that
What
Marty
is
Lazav.
it? Dead.
I play Lazav. My deck is our cards. Like
You got to get the Sakashimas in there.
I should, yeah.
Yeah.
Cascade Sakashima seems nice.
No, I meant the two Sakashimas now that we have. We have Sakashima the Impersonator and Sakashima of Many Faces.
That's true.
Which are functionally the same card,
I
but...
prefer to just cast your cards as opposed to putting a creature into play that has summoning signets, but I'll look into it. It's been a while since I tuned these decks. I made them in like 2010.
Haven't built a Magic deck in several years.
It
Give me those
shows.
pre-cons, baby.
But yeah. All right.
All right.
What else is on the docket? What are we talking about today?
I played some Dungeons and Dragons last week.
Yeah, how'd that go?
You're running your D&D game. How'd it go?
It was fun.
What adventure are you playing?
Out of the Abyss, or Out of Abyss, I believe it's what it's called.
Yeah.
I'm DMing
What'd you
for
find
a
out
group
about
of newbies. I found out that they, despite saying they had made their characters midway through first combat, they didn't have any spells. How do you get that? I was like, you didn't read the book? No.
Maybe you
Like,
should
oh,
let
crap.
arcane spellcasters in.
Hey, it
Oh,
worked
shit.
out.
It's
It was
only
great.
fighters.
Hey, we got around it. We figured it out. They got down the lift. Spoiler alerts, you got to escape from a prison.
Did you get to the
What?
part that I was telling you about where you have to make choices?
Yeah, I changed it around a little bit.
Boo.
They made some choices. They could either kill the lady or not kill the lady, and she would have helped them or didn't help them. We don't know. I mean, she helped them because
All I know is we cruelly murdered Boopido in his sleep.
Booby. Oh, we have Ront and Jim Jar. They both
Jim Jar, yeah.
They both booked it out of there with their secret amounts of rope that they had, and they were
Yep.
like, "This party doesn't seem to know what they're doing," so they just escaped on their own.
Yeah, that happened to us too.
They might
yeah.
run into those guys on their own, like later.
Man.
That happened to us too.
Buppido and the Quaggoth ran off together too, and they kind of just
The Quaggoth is
abandoned.
the Frogman, right?
He's the big tall Quaggoth. He's Prince Darendil, he's
Yeah.
a Quaggoth who thinks he's a elvish prince.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Well, which one's the Frogman? The pacifist?
We didn't
hero?
really interact with him too much because he was too pacifist, and they weren't messing around with that. They're like, "All right, whatever, just stay out of the way, frog
Yeah,
dude."
We did the same thing. We left him at the elevator. We were like, nah, we don't need him.
They do open the jail cell, and my party has decided like, all right, if Ront just books it as soon as
Yep.
the thing's open. They're like, oh no, Ront's gone. What are you guys gonna do? We follow that dude.
Yeah.
And they've come into a room, and he's already choking out a guard. Like, and then
Nice.
He had a plan, obviously.
And then things were getting late into the night, so we kind of just hurried along to the lift. I was gonna
now
have.
they have to explore the Underdark.
I know this. We got a whole book left.
gonna be
So
miserable.
I'm not trying to be in the prison for 17 hours.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
dude.
you probably could have written an entire adventure, which was a prison break, but
So yeah, they are revamping their characters. Like, I just gave them level 2 off the bat because
Yeah.
calculated EXP.
it's also kind of hard as level 1, like to find enjoyment.
Nobody likes being level 1. Let's be real.
Well, we all have to start somewhere. But
Yeah, now they
it's
level 2.
especially tough when you have no equipment.
We're pretty lax on the rules here. It's all about enjoyment. It's 2 couples and myself.
I want a magic missile of the darkness.
So that was the first thing. Was the wizard goes to attack. It's like, what cantrips do you have? Huh? It's like, all right, you at least have magic missile. Like, start reading the book while these people take their turn.
Yeah.
What's the
They
part
use
of
like it's oh man, I wish I had the paper here with me. It's a little, it's like a rogue guy, no, rogue warrior, gnome warrior. There we go.
No. Yeah, okay.
Gnome. I don't know, a human cleric,
Yeah, it's
some type of
sounds
like
about right.
a satyr, bard, and a wizard of some sort.
So you
I don't
just
know,
let in
an
any-
elvish. Yeah, I don't care. It's
All right,
Underdark.
fair.
Everybody's
That's
crazy.
fine, I'm just trying to
They
get
all
background
got
information.
got by the drow
Yeah.
somewhere. They were out partying. Some of them were out like doing some stuff with the satyr in the middle of the woods when they were like a little too.
Should never follow that satyr, man.
Yes, they were partying too hard in the woods, and the drow were like, "All right, bonk."
Yeah. It's rough, man. Fair.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Dungeons and Dragons. It was
Hell
fun.
yeah, dude.
Told you it's a good adventure.
Currently running Blades in the Dark for some of the people who work here. And let's see. They did terrorism. They blew up a boat.
All I know is that they haven't avoided going to prison, and that's where I draw my line in that game.
Blades in the Dark. Is it what system is it?
So it's Blades in the Dark is its own system. Did you ever play Dishonored?
No,
But you've seen Dishonored.
it's a video game, right?
Sort of like Edwardian.
It's like steampunk ghost.
Is it Assassin's Creed?
Kind of.
Yeah, it
Supernaturally.
is. But what he's referencing is that the setting is like
Yeah,
sort
it's
of alternate-
Victorian almost.
Yeah,
Like,
Victorian
Edwardian.
cyberpunk, or not cyberpunk, Victorian.
Victorian cyberpunk.
I
Hell
wish.
yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking wish.
Let me get my top hat / HDMI cord.
Shit. Kind of want to play that game now.
It's like Woodpunk.
Hell yeah,
Woodpunk.
Yeah.
Dude, there's actually a Woodpunk game on Kickstarter right now. I'll send you a link to it.
Yes, please.
Basically, there's a forest that took over the world, and you ride on a ship that is a chainsaw that cuts through the forest to get from place to place.
Stay tuned for our Let's Play.
Yo, hit me up, seriously.
Of
We will
Woodpunk.
promote your thing, even though you're doing very well at Kickstarter. I'm super happy for you. I've actually been watching that guy develop his game for like the last 5 years.
Nice.
Anyway, Congrats to that dude whose name I should probably know. I'll put it in post.
Hi.
Okay, so is it game time?
Yes.
Game
Alright.
time. Oh.
All right, why don't you explain to everybody what we're about to play?
So we're gonna play one of my favorite card games of all time, which is Are You a Robot? There are 3 cards in this game.
Now, we don't have the actual cards anymore.
Yeah, so those got destroyed from being in my pocket forever. So I have 2 mountains and an island. The mountains are humans, and the island is a robot.
All right.
If you're a human, you can at any time shoot any of the other 2 people, and if you shot the robot, you win. If you shot the other human, you lose. If you're the robot, you're not allowed to shoot people. The rest of the game is just talking. At any point, you can decide whether or not you think somebody's a robot and go bang.
Yeah, it's a unilateral decision.
Then
too.
the game's over. Yeah, there's no. Yeah, it's anyone like you just pop off.
Quickest guns in the West over here.
Yeah, I'm Young Guns. Smash cut to Emilio Estevez.
Emilio Estevez.
You are a fool.
Which one of you guys likes oil? I don't
Well,
know what type of robots we got
I
that
like
need oil,
canola
but
oil and cheese.
Canola oil is
Throwback.
pretty good. Holy shit.
It's a throwback that nobody else will know.
wash it down with some pamplemousse.
Wait, is that a reference to something?
Some
It's a
terp-
reference to a conversation we had
it was-
earlier today.
yeah, we don't want to go there.
I've been on
And
the,
neither do they.
No, nobody does.
we don't want to talk about. Never mind. I've been on the Cassie cooking train, and that has been a wild fucking ride.
Mhm.
That lady makes good ass food.
Yeah, what have you had lately?
You gonna shoot me?
Really?
You for
You
sure
got me.
trying to talk about cooking. That's way too off the mark with that one. It's like, this man talk about bacon. This sounds like something a robot would say.
What does this say? And it's just a bunch of swirling.
I
letters.
too enjoy 11011. Writing?
What language do you know?
Tom, I want you to tell me what this says.
LCXZ?
Okay, he's clear.
Why wouldn't you put a list? Wait, did his eyes glow red?
Scanning.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh Lord.
Take a drink of my very non-oil related
I don't
substance.
know.
That's exactly something a robot would
Smells
say.
kind of WD over there.
This guy's definitely a robot.
How
I
am
feel
I a
like
robot?
You're a robot.
Yeah.
Trying to get me to shoot him.
Maybe.
You know what? Shoot him. I'll wait and see it. Go ahead.
You can't
Definitely.
shoot him. Can
No,
you?
I certainly
Definitely.
can shoot him.
He's a
Then
robot.
shoot him.
Oh, well, why don't you shoot him?
Why don't you? All right, fair enough. I got it twice in a row. What do you do?
I was like, wait a minute. You doth protest too hard. Hang on a minute.
All right, last round.
Okay. I think we figured out how to beat this game. You tell somebody else to shoot somebody.
Mm.
Give me that robot third time in a row, please.
Shoot yourself. Do it. You won't.
The only way to really win at this game.
I'm sorry, Tom. I can't do that.
That's what I thought. I'm just doing normal human things.
That's the problem. with
Converting
this
oxygen into carbon dioxide.
Like, we're having a gregreat time, but the video is just us staring
Yeah.
at each other suspiciously.
You need some background music for this
You
one.
should watch this episode in VR. It's from the point of view of Brian, this
Just
episode.
like, that's my favorite shit in No Man's Sky, when they have the VR people who are just like over there in the corner doing this with their hands. Like,
I feel like you got it 3 times in a row.
Yeah!
did you slip it to me?
No! I shuffled it. You picked it on your
No
own.
Man's Sky. All right, we're
Dude,
going back to baking in here
dude.
soon.
Brian is like the best replicant hunter of all time.
Yeah.
Mr. Harrison Ford over here.
And the boy contest. Shoot yourself.
You won't do it.
You guys are going to be amazing at that when it becomes a real job.
Yeah, we are the first Blade Runners.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of hunting people down, weren't you watching The Mandalorian?
Yes.
They have thing. I haven't seen the first season or the second season, but feel free. It's a
Again,
spoiler
you are
alert
the
for
person
everybody.
It's made for.
Oh.
The people who grew up reading the Star Wars Expanded Universe. It's just like a great Expanded Universe book.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I just found out that I can get it on the Hulu for an extra $1 than what I'm paying now. So
Huge spoilers for Mandalorian coming out. Yo,
Do you watch the episode?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then we can talk about it.
They had a fucking crate dragon.
Yeah. Talk about how Boba Fett's dead.
Like you order a dragon and
Yeah.
that bad boy just shows
Yeah,
up.
Cra-
and
Creighton
pop it
Dragon.
out.
You sign, it's $100 a month, and they send you a dragon every
and
month.
sometimes you find like a bloody Jawa print on the
You're
inside.
like, ah, shit. You got your claymore.
Every once in a while you get a Tiamat. It's like, oh, 5, not like
Oh,
this.
shit, I gotta collect all the
I
rares.
just can't believe they done killed Boba Fett.
I mean, he fell into a Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, but in
did-
the expanded universe, he lived.
He didn't die in there.
Yeah.
No, it turns out he did.
You didn't watch the.
He blasts his way out of there in the book I read.
Not anymore. The Mandalorian retcons that.
you
Yeah,
didn't
well,
watch
in my
the
head.
stinger where at the end it was obviously Boba Fett.
No.
Okay, at the end there's a dude in a hood with a rifle walking through the desert, and it's the guy who plays Django in the
That guy's still
Legend
alive?
trilogy. Yeah, he's got scars on his face and everything. He's still alive. Boba Fett's still out there.
Man, all I know is if Hollywood's
choose
ever
to
going to
believe.
cast me in a role, I'm going to make sure that guy gets cloned. Because that is like an infinite acting contract.
Hell yeah.
That's thinking of, yeah.
Yeah.
If you just go ahead and write that in, I'm a clone.
Also,
There's
how,
lots of me.
how upset would you be if you were the actor who played Boba Fett in the original movies that you didn't get cast as the guy who to play him without the helmet on? Like, come on.
The inverse of that is Altered Carbon, where like every season they can just hire a new actor to play the same character.
Yeah,
Smart.
that's how corporate
Yeah,
America
go ahead.
gets
We'll
you.
kill you off and give it to somebody else with the same
You're
sleeve.
giving me lip guy. Next season you're gonna be a different guy.
Did you see that they're coming out with the RPG for that?
Altered Carbon?
Yeah.
Finally.
Like it's at our distributors.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
I have to look at
That's
that.
sweet.
I do love me some Altered Carbon.
I know. That's why I made sure to tell you.
Mm.
Yeah, The Mandalorian, though. It's like the only thing that Star Wars is making currently that I think is good.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's perfect, mind you, but it is pretty great.
I'm down with it. And they hired one of my favorite TV actors of all time to play the guy who's
Timothy Olyphant, I know.
Oiliphant?
Yeah.
It's
I
the
think it's
creepy knockoff
Oliphant.
version.
Yeah, it's Olyphant.
It's like the elephant.
Yeah, from Lord of the Rings, yeah.
He was real good in Deadwood, and that show was pretty good.
Yeah.
We won't quote that show, but
He was in Justified.
Justified.
I have not seen that
Also,
one.
Santa Clarita Diet fucking kills it. He's actually like low key a really good actor. They just keep hiring him to be a steely lawman.
I mean, he's got the face of the attractive good guy.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to see his acting chops, you should check out Santa Clarita Diet.
Or Deadwood.
He plays a
Deadwood's pretty good.
like a stay-at-home stoner dad. And
Well,
he's cute,
one
fucking
character in Deadwood is pretty good. The rest of them are just kind of like okay.
I mean, they're all pretty all right.
They don't detract from. I don't turn off the show when they're going to talk about Wild Bill Cody, but
And Calamity Jane is kind of nasty in that one.
it's Charlie Utter.
Dude, I'm
But-
trying to remember. I had a really good candidate for Celebrity Net Worth, but I can't remember what it is now.
Gary Busey.
It's not Gary Busey.
I guess it's time for Celebrity
Speaking
Network.
of, how much do you like that picture, man?
I love it.
I was like champing at the bit. To
I
like,
know.
when is this thing coming in the mail?
I got Kenny and Gary now. It's like I'm collecting a Pokemon team.
It's the sign to Gary Busey is what you're talking about, right?
Yes.
So yeah, Tom buys.
Yeah, now you're in the mix though, so be prepared. Christmas is coming. I gotta think of one for you and Sam.
If you guys want to play a weird game, just buy signed celebrity autographs off of eBay for your friends that they aren't
Yes.
expecting.
It's
Random
hilarious.
celebrities that they're definitely just did not have a desire to have. Oh, Busey you might have wanted, but
I almost got Sam one that was Busey and Mel Gibson from Lethal Weapon, but I was like, I don't really want to give money to Mel Gibson. Like
yeah, fair enough.
Gary Busey, I'll give money to because at least he's like not.
Who
you know-
knows what he feels about anything,
Yeah,
really.
but that's okay. Like as long as he doesn't tell me about it, I know what he feels about pets.
He loves them.
Yeah.
Bring that dog.
What's Pet Justice?
Oh, we could talk about another episode of that. We have watched another episode. We haven't
Did
talked
we?
about.
I don't
Yeah.
know. What-
I don't- I
they all
don't-
kind of blend together.
I don't want spoilers. I want episode
Fair enough.
Once again, we
Gary Busey, Pet Justice.
reiterate: go watch Gary Busey Pet Judge on Amazon.
It's on Amazon.
There's like
Prime.
6 episodes.
I finally told Sam about it too.
It should have been in his queue.
Yeah.
Gary Busey Pet Justice. What the hell is this?
You don't watch one episode, you will thank us. I don't know if you want to watch more than that, but one episode's worth your time.
What else did we start watching? Game of Thrones. We
Yeah,
started
Game
watching
of-
here at
Game
work.
of
We're on
Jones.
season 2 now. It's good background
I'm
show.
really excited to see what this guy with the real sword hands is good at.
Sword hands.
Yeah. I hear he's real good with swords, and he's always going to be cool.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Jamie Lannister.
Sword hands?
Yeah, because he loses his hand.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought you were talking about Johnny Depp.
That's Edward Scissorhands. That's a different movie we're watching on HBO.
Oh man, I just finished my rewatch of the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock 1 and 2. Some of my favorite movies of all time, just for how self-indulgent and ridiculous they are.
I have not seen past like half of the first one, but I have seen that show with what's his face?
Benedict
Benedict.
Cumberbatch?
Yeah, that guy. Bumblebee.
Yeah, Bumblebee Cumberbatch.
Cucumber Bandersnitch.
Yeah, that show's pretty good. But
I'm not gonna watch it, but all right.
you should. It's pretty good.
He only likes his Sherlock Holmes in olden times.
It also has
If Sherlock Holmes isn't clearly like gay for Watson, I'm not about it. Like,
Have you read his fan fiction he's been writing lately? It's pretty intense.
I avoid most fan fictions. Most.
It's softcore fan fiction.
Even better.
it's just hand holding.
It's a lot of handholding and suggestive themes and situations.
It's Victorian. What do you want?
Well, I mean, you do it for every.
I mean, they do
era.
reference him being questionable in that show pretty much nonstop, and he's always. You're not really sure. Him and Watson definitely have a little connection.
Good.
There should be a version of the show where he goes to the police, like, I've solved the crime. The police are like, you're an idiot. What are you talking about? Get out of here. We don't listen to weird
Who
people. on
are
the street."
you?
Yeah.
Drugged up
They
weirdo.
put him in the room with all the psychics, you know?
We have no incentive, financial or otherwise, to listen to you.
Yeah.
Or solve crimes for that matter.
Exactly.
Get out.
Don't forget the police have no duty to solve crimes either.
This is why Sherlock would never work in America. Anyway.
Turns out the cops did it.
What?
Woo!
Yeah, we had Sherlock in America. It was called The Wire.
Oh no.
He was drunk the whole time, cheating on his wife.
Right.
Yeah,
But he did
watching
solve
some
crimes.
anime. You guys
Anime
watch,
what?
You guys watch any of that?
Animorphs? Is that what
The
you're watching?
animation from Japan.
Ah, yes. Japanimation.
Got that Demon Slayer on Hulu. It's a pretty good show.
Yeah, now, how many volumes did you end up
What's the
buying?
anime Demon Slayer about?
It is about slaying of them demons.
What?
Weird.
It's not a metaphor.
What,
It's
like,
it's the old like
you're
they
talking about,
explain
like-
everything to you. The exposition is here. We're gonna spend 30 seconds like explaining exactly what's about to happen, and then fight scene. Ching, ching,
Yeah,
ching.
hang on a minute. Are you talking about like demons and like people confronting their alcoholism and
Yeah,
their
not your
abuse
inner
that they've
demons, no.
suffered or that they've done?
I mean, kind of. Some of them manifest in a way like that.
Oh, you mean like literal,
Yeah, they've
like
seen.
Constantine? You're watching Constantine the
Well,
cartoon.
we all know how we love that religious symbology. Symbolism.
It's the symbology of that.
Yeah. So Demon Slayer's all right. Then I went over to the comic book shop, Telegraph Comics in Charlottesville. Here, you all should
Good
check them
people.
out. And I ordered 19 volumes of it. So
Yeah, no,
they'll
jeez.
slowly be coming in.
Dude,
Oh, I was picturing 1901. You just carried out this.
I mean, if they
giant
come in all at
stack of
once, I will
books.
buy them all at once for sure.
fucking Demon Slayer HQ, they're popping the champagne. Mission accomplished.
Apparently, I've been told by a friend that the movie is one of the most popular movies in Japan, like most watched, like beat out Avatar.
I believe it.
It's insanely popular, and
Interesting.
I guess they're working on a second season, but they released a movie after the first season that is apparently killing it. So,
Alright,
You gonna
so
watch that?
after I finish the season, yeah, there's like one 26 episode season. I'm on like episode 12.
okay, sell us on Demon Souls. Give me like one.
That's
Demon Souls, PS5.
Okay, so if you
Woo!
enjoy games that are difficult,
fucking was
Yeah.
Demon
what
Slayer.
year is
Yeah.
this?
Demon Slayer. Yeah.
Sell me on Demon Slayer.
What's
give
your
me,
one
like-
sentence pitch? Yeah.
It does not take itself too seriously. It's got a lot of the anime tropes of like goofy cutscenes to like characters talking to each other with the classic anime feel to it. It's not trying to take itself like too seriously, but then when the fight scenes happen, like the animation is very nice, the art style is great.
All
I
right.
don't know, it just reminds me of high school.
How many people are in the harem?
There's
there
no
a-
harem. It's not overly. There's no sexuality to it. It's not like there's no big anime titties if that's what you're looking for.
Is there a moment where somebody like teleports behind somebody else and the person in front's like, oh, and he's like in his mind, he's like, he's so fast.
There's a lot of that.
yes,
Are there
that's
any-
what I want.
There's a lot of like in the very first couple fights, the guy like
Mwah.
bouncing off the like in between the bamboo forest, like he's so fast I can't keep track of him. But then he gets trained up by the man in the forest to eventually join the demon corps.
Yo, does anyone take off like ankle weights? and
Of
become,
Rock
like,
Lee.
super badass?
No.
Here's my question: are there any episodes where it's an entire episode that's either a montage of events that have already happened or just yelling?
There's not so much yelling, which is nice, but there's some montage like stuff.
In case you haven't watched the last 15 episodes.
They do have a little like they have a recap at the beginning and then a
Yeah.
little preview of the next with like a little animation. Here, the next episode we're gonna do blah blah blah. And it's only subtitled. There's no dub yet.
I like dub.
Here's my.
I don't
here's
like the
my
dub. I like
anime
subtitle.
recommendation. Food Wars, and I'm not gonna say anything.
No, God.
Yeah.
No, you won't like
What's the one where they bake bread? I've seen that one. That's pretty good
There's
too.
a baking bread.
It's like just like the one you've been describing, where they kind of like it's these dudes who own like bread shops, bakeries, bread shops. Jeez.
I think it's
What do you call them
two
places where they
P's
sell
and
the
an E.
bread?
Bread shoppy is how it's pronounced. I think.
Chape. And they just go into this like super culinary school for baking bread, and they don't understand how this untrained guy can make this like magical type of bread.
Here's what I want. I want an anime where it's just a cooking show with no real story. Like, you think it's going to be like it's a pan in on a village, and like, it's like sunrise, and like you hear a rooster crowing, and then it's just like teaching you how to make scrambled eggs.
Yeah, and they're not like exploiting children for their labor or glorifying the amount of stress that chefs are put under.
Yes.
One each. All right,
Celebrity net
Give me a
worth.
minute, though, because
all right. Celebrity net worth.
What we got?
Who wants to go first?
I believe Ez is my right.
We'll
as
just go with you
current
first.
winner.
All right.
We
We don't have that on tape, so
Pedro Pascal this episode.
who?
The guy who plays the Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian.
I
who
told
may
you
or
I
may
haven't
not
seen
have
this.
Walked off set. We don't know.
All right. What is his name?
Pedro Pascal. He was also in Game of Thrones.
As who?
He was Oberyn Martell.
Spear guy. What got smooshed?
He was also in Narcos.
Okay. Let me. Yeah, I will just read off what he's been on.
I just
Been
did.
in. That's it. He's 5'11", if that matters. Narcos, Game
What's
of
his
Thrones,
sign?
Kingsman: The Gold Circle, The Equalizer, Wonder Woman 1984.
I didn't see
Which
that yet.
I don't know. Is it out yet?
Well, it's 1983, so probably not. That was a good one.
The
9/11,
Mentalist,
global pandemic.
Buffy
What are
the
you talking
Vampire
about?
Slayer, Community.
Check out this tape
All right.
I got.
Says
I got a Depeche Mode tape.
Pedro Pascal. You say I'm going to make a guess.
He managed to overcome the hurdle of having the initials PP.
Just like
pretty-
everyone else who did, he's an inspiration.
It's pretty impressive.
Let's see here. Man,
He got that HBO money.
yeah, but how much are they paying for that?
Probably a lot. This is his second HBO show, a third major network. Or excuse me, it's not second HBO. You're right. It's Disney Plus. It's his third major network show.
All right. Well,
Narcos was Netflix, HBO, and then Disney Plus.
all right, I got mine.
All right, I said 28 million.
28.
Good God, I'm gonna lose.
1.5 milli.
Is that what you got?
Yeah.
I
He's
got
an actor.
So?
That's 2 Buseys and a checker. You've said.
I put 6 million.
That's still ridiculously low.
We'll see.
I forgot what the scale in this game is.
It-
Yes, I know. Was my handicap last season.
Yeah, 30 million.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Now I've got it, man.
Will, it looks like you're gonna win again.
Got Charlie out of the mix. Now I'm good.
All right, Will, who do you got?
John Shapiro, the director for Mandalorian.
John Shapiro.
You mean Dave Favreau? John Favreau?
Yeah, John Favreau. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
That's like
John Favreau.
Shapiro.
He was in that Swingers.
Can I change mine to Ben Shapiro? I want to see how much money that guy has.
Oh well, he's pretty dry in the wife department.
John Favreau's done a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
So-
He did Marvel movies for a while.
I mean, he was in Marvel movies. He was also
Well, he had a cameo in one Marvel movie.
He's also a writer. I don't know.
Yeah,
he
he's
did
been-
Swingers.
and he's Swingers. He's also got that chef movie / show.
Oh yeah, the one where he was in the food truck. That won
Yeah.
like an Oscar, didn't it?
I don't know if it won an Oscar, but
I think it did.
movies and TV show. I'll just give you guys the list real quick. Iron Man, Chef, The Lion King, Mandalorian, The Jungle Book, Iron Man 2, Elf, Swingers, Spider-Man
Wait.
Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, The Chef Show, Couples Retreat, Iron Man 3, Cowboys and Aliens, Rudy,
You know
Solo, a Star
Cowboys
Wars.
and Aliens?
He was in Friends, Avengers Endgame,
I got a lot.
Made,
of
The
questions.
Breakup, The Wolf of Wall Street, The Replacements, Daredevil, Deep Impact, Four Christmases, Very Bad Things, Infinity War, Clone Wars. I Love You, Man. He's been an actor and a writer and director for a couple decades.
Yeah,
So
Swingers.
more, yeah. I'm gonna always
The
Batman
Sopranos.
Forever.
Remember he had a cameo in The Sopranos?
Forever. That's negative money, though.
Oh, all right. Yeah, he's got a bunch. So John Favreau. Yeah, dude, if Pedro Pascal is worth 30, this one's gonna bite me.
Just gotta feel it in your bones, man.
All right. What you got?
I said 150 million.
All right.
He's got a long career of success, including I think an Oscar. at
I'm
least.
hoping he spent some of that money. Will
50 million.
50, and I put 100 million.
Come on, big money, big money, big money, no
Let's
whammies.
see here. Just for anybody wondering, I am not looking at what he's worth as I'm looking him up because that would be a sweet move.
That would be the sweet move.
How do you keep getting it wrong, dummy?
Yeah, that would be a sweet move.
It's for the content, baby.
$100 million.
All right.
I'm still in the race though. That's the best part.
I can't believe I got it. And that looks even more suspicious that I said 100 and then
And then called yourself out
disclaimered
for it.
it.
Yeah.
And then like,
Well, we
Well,
all
we'll find out if you get this next one wrong, Brian. We'll know because then you're overcompensating.
All right, I have Nikolaj Coster-Waldau,
Oh yes,
Mr. Lannister.
He was in that sweet prison movie.
He was I can't remember
He
the
was
name.
in,
I did watch it.
Black
though.
Hawk Down.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah,
That
he
makes
was one of the
sense.
snipers.
Yep.
He was a B actor for a long time.
Yeah, I'm gonna read off his stuff again. All right, just for your benefits here. Game of Thrones, weird. Shot Caller, Gods of Egypt, Other Woman,
yeah.
The Silencing, Oblivion, Black Hawk Down, Headhunters, Mama, Kingdom of Heaven, Domino, Wimbledon.
Who was he in Kingdom of
Wimbledon,
Heaven?
Jon Favreau was in that too, or wrote for it. He was what?
Who was he in Kingdom of Heaven?
I don't know. I'm not
Oh,
gonna.
I
put
thought you
that.
were on IMDb. Never mind.
No, I'm on their Google page here,
Never mind.
and a bunch of stuff that I assume most of us have not heard of. Yeah, but it goes back pretty far. So he wasn't the title character in like any of these. I don't think.
Shot caller.
That might be one. All right. Let's see.
You better get this right, because if you get it wrong, we'll know.
I mean, I guess I'll get it right. Hold on.
Double reverse bamboozle.
Game of Thrones money is probably where he's getting most of his stuff.
Well, we know one of the Game of Thrones actors, after doing 2 other amazingly successful shows, was worth 30 million, right?
Yeah, but I feel like this
So
guy
divide
was,
that by
this-
3.
and this guy was in the show for longer.
You know, I don't think that's what's relevant. I think Pedro Pascal probably got a lot of money as well for his renown, because he had already done Narcos at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you got to mention he got paid for just some name recognition as well. They did a lot of
All right, we're
advertising
gonna-
with him in it.
I got mine.
All right.
What you got, Tom?
I said 8 million.
8. And Will?
50 million.
50?
$50 million?
I said 30.
He's not Tom Hanks.
He might be.
Let's see here.
Is he secretly like a Czechoslovakian like chocolate king?
16 million.
Well, if he was, he'd be dead as hell, right? He would have
So
gotten
you-
shot by a crossbow by now.
2.
No, that was a Russian chocolate king. During a home invasion.
All right, I think I win only based off of Jon Favreau hitting that on the number, because you're off by 10 here, and then you're off by another 50 there.
Look, all I know is I did much better in this than I normally do. And I
you
won
might not
last
be.
week, so
There's no proof of that.
I have the physical proof. It's on the wall,
Yeah.
you idiot. You wrote notes.
You wrote something down
It's in your
unbeknownst to me.
handwriting.
Good job. You're a good
You know, I need this for
copyright.
evidence. I'm subpoenaing this.
You still have not won on camera in well over several years.
All right. Cruelly
Right.
robbed of his victory by technical difficulties. Ladies, gentlemen, other beings, that was Yang Talk. Come back next week.
Yeah.
We will have more content for you.
Any requests for things we should do or talk about, let us know. If
Yeah,
you want to play
people calling
Celebrity
in.
Net Worth at home, give us
Yeah.
some celebrities. We can.
Let us know if you will call into the show, because we will set that up if people will call in.
Any person who comments asking for something that I can reasonably do on this show, I will do it.
Oh, dunking contest.
Yeah.
Like a
that's
dunking
not-
booth.
Yeah, that's
we
not
will.
reasonable.
We will. Oh, I thought you meant like a basketball hoop.
No.
It's like,
that-
lower that bad boy down. I'll dunk. Give me a
but it's-
trampoline.
We get like a Fisher Price one.
I thought you were talking about just like dunking on people. Like, boy with the Hoochie Mama ass shirt.
I like how we all
Hoochie
three of
mama.
us came up with different versions.
Dunk
should've
tank, dunking
Yeah,
contest,
the
or,
dunk
or
Olympic-
blasting people.
The dunk triathlon.
When 3 people show up to a dunking contest, one has a basketball, one's wearing.
Speedo and the goggles.
Yeah, so here's how it works: is the dunk triathlon. While dissing somebody, simultaneously you have to dunk the basketball, which will then trigger
Causes the
the thing. Yeah, the kind of fall into the pool.
And I fuck you.
And that nasty ass shirt.
Just hoochie mama as you slam.
Hoochie mama.
All right, we out.
All right, friends.